Yeah, what's good everyone? Hope you're doing well. So I'm going to do a video on how to use Claudio Starburst, like how to use it, when to use it, all that stuff, because I know a lot of people, they feel like they just have no idea what moves to use when. Obviously he's got a few moves and people are just a bit confused on, you know, when to use each one. They feel like they're using some in like wrong situations and stuff. So I'm going to go through every single Starburst move and tell you what its uses are, when you should use it, where on the stage you should use it, for instance. So let's get straight into it. So the first one we're going to cover is forward 1+2, 1+2. Now forward 1+2, 1+2 is mid launcher, -9 on block. So safe. So technically, with it being safe, and there's nothing they can do about it. If you delay the second hit, it can be parried with characters that have a parry. But if you don't delay it, there's nothing the opponent can do about it. So the best time to use this is in open stage. So obviously I wouldn't really use it near the wall. If their opponent's backs to the wall, I wouldn't use this, just because I feel like it's pointless. You're best off using other moves. I mean, it does wall splat, but I feel like it's a waste of Starburst wall splat sort of way, because you just don't need it. So I definitely use it in the open. Definitely as a punisher. If someone does something -16 or more, then definitely use forward 1+2, 1+2 to launch. And as a whiff punisher, so if they like do something from this range and the opponent does a jab or, you know, something that whiffs, I definitely use it as a whiff punisher. So that's definitely how you use forward 1+2. Open stage, whiff punisher, punisher on moves that are -16 or more. And to be honest, you can just throw this out and hope that they're ducking, or, you know, you just catch them doing something. So that's probably how you use forward 1+2, 1+2. Next we have down back 1+2. Again, this is a mid launcher and is -2 on block, so very safe. The best time to use this move is actually pretty much any time, at the wall or anything. A good time to use it is when you are just minus, so like after or 0, after forward 3, after down back 4-3, after forward 4. These sort of moves, because if you do this into like this, it can go into people's jabs if they're challenging with jabs. So that's a good move to use. It's a launcher at the wall. You're only -2. With this being -2, if it hits, you know, you get your wall splat, and if it's blocked, it's -2, so you can like sidestep or jab if they like do a down forward 1. With the frames being so good on block, that you can actually use this at the wall. But I mainly use this just for a safe launcher that has, look at the pushback, it literally resets the neutral. It's a free launcher, I'd say. So you can use this move anywhere. One thing to note about Starburst moves, they are all weak to sidestepping left, so you've got to be careful with that. So like if you just dash up and the opponent starts moving left, this can whiff. But yeah, down at 1+2 is one of the ones where you can just use it absolutely anywhere. I feel like this is one of his best Starburst moves for sure. Next we have down 1-2. So down 1-2 is this. I'd say this move is only good really at the wall. I mean, if you're in heat, you can use it in the open to set up using like forward 1+2, 1+2 after it. So you can do this into this. I get that makes sense, but this is +6 on block, so very good for pressure, especially at the wall, because Claudio excels at the wall with the mix-up. It does wall splat, so that's why it's very good at the wall, because you just do it for whatever wall combo you want to do. I don't know what's with him, but anything you want to do, I don't know, whatever wall combo you want to do, it's +6 on block, wall splats. In the open, it just knocks down. So I'd say like when you're in the open, forward 1+2 and down at 1+2, the launches that he actually has is actually better, because if you only have Starburst and not heat, you've only gone for a knockdown. And if you're like, oh well, I want plus frames, honestly just do an instant running 2 or something, or forward 4. There's only 2 frames difference there, forward 4 and down 1-2. So in the open, I'd definitely stick to the launchers rather than down 1-2, but down 1-2 at the wall. Be very careful with down 1-2, because the higher up you get, The people that have matchup knowledge with Claudio, they know that this can be stepped to the left very easily. So it can be parried if you're playing against a parry character. It can actually be rage. I don't know if I can set that up. Apparently not. It can actually be rage art in between. I'll just show you in case you didn't know. I'll put it on for me. So it is a move you have to be careful with if you're playing against someone that knows what they're doing. So you can rage art between it. You gotta be careful. But definitely at the wall is the best place for down 1-2. Just create that little bit of pressure and maybe the chance of you getting a wall splat. The same goes with while standing 1-2. It's literally exactly the same. Can be step left. On block it is +6 as well. The only difference between while standing 1-2 and down 1-2 is the frame startup. So this comes out at 12 frames from crouch, and down 1 comes out at 17 frames. And while standing 1-2 can be interrupted with jabs, well, with a 10 frame. Obviously some characters can't jab it because it goes through the jabs, but they can always down jab it. So this can always be interrupted, but again, I'd use this at the wall. In case you get that wall splat, creates the +6. Definitely the best time to use that is at the wall. Next we have back 4-3-2. It's -1, so I guess you could throw this out if you wanted to, but honestly I'd only ever use this as the wall combo. I think this is a complete waste of Starburst if you're going to use it in the open. It hits. It does that. It knocks down and stuff. It used to combo in the previous Tekken, but it doesn't in this one. So honestly, I wouldn't use this unless you're doing it as a wall combo. That's the only time I'd use this move. I don't feel like there's any other time you want to use it. Next we have 4-2. So I think the best for 4-2 is if you're fishing for a counter hit after stuff like up forward 3 on block, forward 4 on block. I don't know, 2-1 on hit. You know, you think they're gonna press, so you fish for the counter hit. And if it's gonna kill, I would use it as. If you get this on counter hit, I'd use 4-2. It also, especially if the back's at the wall, if you get forward 4 on counter hit with the back to the wall, I'd use 4-2. You know, for the wall splat, I'd definitely use that. Also, if you want to catch people, like if they're playing on player 1, for instance, if you do like forward 4, I've got counter on. If you do forward 4, hold on, let me switch the sides. Side step left. Yeah, side step left. If you do like forward 4 on block or on hit, and they try sidestep after this, which a lot of people are trying to do, to sidestep left to get around Claudio, this actually tracks to stop him from doing that. So it stops them from stepping left. Obviously, if they're on player 2, they kind of can't step left because they're in crouch. But yeah, if you do like this, stops people from stepping left. So it's also good if you think they're going to step after it and you want to hit them with a chunk of damage. You can use that instead of like a back 1 or something, because it does track to the left. So yeah, I'd say that's how you use 4-2. You've got to be careful though, because on block it's actually -17. So it is punishable when people figure it out. A lot of people don't know how to punish it yet. Where Claudio can back 4-2 punish it consistently. Can't really forward 1+2 it. Sometimes you can, but I'd say back 4-2 is the consistent punish for it with Claudio. So it is -17, so you got to be careful using that. And I think we're on to the last one. Just double check that I've covered them all. Down 2, and it's just while running 2 in it. While running 1+2. So while running 1+2 is the last one we're going to cover. This move, I'd use this move as if it's going to kill, as a combo ender. So if you if they've got like a little bit of life left and you've got Starburst and you want to do like more damage than, so that does 62. That does 54. You know, if you want to do the extra damage as an ender, then I'd use While Running 1+2. I'd use it in the open if you're going to use it as a Starburst move. I wouldn't recommend using it if you've only got Starburst. It's okay if you do it in heat and you want to do your first Starburst heat move while running 1+2, that's fine. But if you've just got Starburst, I won't really use it. On block, this is +8. +8. So it's you can do a lot after that. I mean, you can do like forward 1+2, 1+2, and it's uninterruptible. Like you won't trade with jabs or all like that. But at the wall, I wouldn't use it as it only becomes +3. You might as well just use While Running 2. It is a high, so it's duckable. So I definitely use While Running 2 over While Running 1+2 at the wall. But yeah, I can't see any other reason than like a combo ender or like the first part of your heat. See how it takes a little bit of your bar away there at the top in heat, but you can still do like this after it. You know, catch people. I feel like that's the only time you'd really use that. So these are how you use the Starburst moves best. In the open, you want to go for your launchers. At the wall, you want to use down 1-2 or while standing 1-2 if the opponent doesn't know how to deal with it, of course. If they do, probably avoid using them. You'll see in some of my videos, I'll play some of the better players that'll parry this or sidestep this. So I have to kind of be careful using it. And I think the most Starburst move I use at the moment is definitely down back 1+2. I think this is one of the best ones with the high crushing, the -2 on block, and it's a launcher. And then followed up by probably forward 1+2 for the launcher. Then you know you're down 1-2s whilst in 1-2s. 4-2 good for counter. It's a counter hit launcher, and good for catching people that try to step left around Claudio. Back 4-3-2, just a wall combo. I won't use it for anything else. And while running 1+2, for once in the open if you've got heat. Otherwise, just use it as like a combo ender and nothing else. But yeah, that's pretty much it on how to use Claudio Starburst. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope you learned something new. Thanks for watching and take care.